Hello and welcome to the Cool FM Live Sports Show. My name is Jon Berger. This is Dennis Baker, and with me is also Kevin Lassiter on the far side. How are you guys doing?
Good, man.
This was a
championship
big
week.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my gosh, it was a ridiculous week full of all kinds of plays. We got highlights. So let's get into the seniors helping seniors top plays. Let's check these highlights out.
Got 11 of them for you. Starting off with Benson taking on Santan.
All right.
Got a shout out here. Watch this catch.
Oh, sell out.
Boy, I love it.
That's a nice catch right there.
See, the thing that concerns me is when I see that head bounce off the ground.
And this was last night. Don't try to run on Santo. Santo the sniper.
Nice.
Hey, look at this JCMS softball versus Paul Huber.
Yeah, these middle schools.
This is a triple, a 3-run triple
Oh, man.
by Paul Huber right there. That's almost as good a play you can get in baseball, softball.
Had he the homer McCumber, had he goes yard up at GCU in the 2A championship game.
Huge moment.
Yeah,
Huge
buddy.
Gosh.
This is
first runs of the game
state
was Hattie?
championship
Yes.
game. You see the score, 4th inning to go
Look at
yard
her,
right here.
Fired up.
Clutch, not just good, but clutch.
She looks so fired up.
Benson Santan, this is a strikeout. That's Benson cashing their ticket to the state championship game. What a great moment right there for Benson baseball.
Very cool. This one is Benson as well. So
Look at that. That was a nice play by Byron Judd. He had to reach up and then tip the toes to get
Here's
it.
that bunt and Hall, you know what?
She's flying.
Yeah.
Nando
there.
flying up the base path.
Someone that fast, she probably could have gotten the second. No, I'm just kidding. But she is fast.
Joyce Clark again.
Oh,
Gonna get some extra bases
there you
again.
go,
Not
girls.
just extra bases. This is going to be an inside the park home run.
Nice job.
Let's go. Touch them all.
And this is
Ooh,
a
bro.
championship. I believe Joyce
Yes, it
Clark
is.
is no longer going to be at school, so this might be the last.
This was the final.
point.
This is the final game that
Wow.
the Joyce Clark Coyotes will ever play in.
That is so cool.
They got the win.
Oh, very cool. Those girls getting the championship. Oh, boy.
That is the
Someone's
game-winning
fired up.
strikeout to
McCumber.
win the the state championship. So yeah, fired up to say the least.
She threw the doors off. Look at that. I know we got it. Fired up.
Man, what a way to end the season in that.
You
game.
got to be kidding me. Right? 9-7?
That's Huber. I think Huber actually won that
Oh,
game.
Huber gets
Yeah.
the win. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll take
Yeah.
that back, folks. Sorry about that.
Close game though,
Yeah.
7-9.
Still
That's the
worth it.
play to
To end it.
clinch
Ends
it.
it all. So Huber with the championship there.
Hey, those girls making it to the championship and they're in the school's final year. That's a pretty cool situation.
And it was great to see the support that they got. Jeff Davenport was on the call for that game, and that was great support that they had out there from the fans watching their team play one last time.
Yeah, absolutely. Our top plays of the week are brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Seniors Helping Seniors. If you're searching for a like-minded friend to help tackle chores and tasks, or even a companion to join you in hobbies and activities, call Seniors Helping Seniors. Their caregivers are seniors themselves and show up ready to exceed expectations on a schedule that meets your needs. Or you can make a difference by joining the Seniors Helping Seniors family. Check them out at southernarizonaSHS.com or call 520-487-4246.
They are looking out for each other. Seniors helping seniors. We love them so much. Thank you. All right, next up we've got Berean Academy game recaps.
Yeah, we just saw the highlights or some of the highlights from that middle school softball match between Joyce Clark and Paul Huber. This is just a replay of how that game went down.
Extra bases.
You can see here in the first inning,
2 runs
already
scored.
getting some scores off of errors. So
Yeah. Yeah, there you
Thought they were going to try to get 2 on that one.
yeah.
Up, got a pass ball, so runners advance. You got a run comes in, and runner goes to second.
Nice contact.
Yeah.
That ball almost tripped the runner on the way to second base.
You see
Oh, she
this?
scored.
Being aggressive, going to third.
Gets to
I
third.
like
Is
it.
she gonna turn? Is she
Go
gonna
get it.
She's gonna score here. So you can see the first inning tied up 3-3. So
Action-packed
we're
first
still.
inning. That one goes over everybody's head. Long throw back into play.
That might go 3.
She got a running start. Oh, you see how the thing just rolled down the line?
I love that.
She's got that running start kind of batting form as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that one sneaks through into the outfield.
You know, I'm waiting for the girls to be able to hit behind their back. I saw that on a video one time.
Looks like this is a Keith Hampton field, right?
Oh, is it?
Look at Sierra Vista in the background.
Brand new softball complex that we got. Beautiful, beautiful,
Nice
beautiful.
shot here.
And that
That's
drops
gonna
in
drop.
over the center fielder's head.
Boy. Nice job.
She got that ball way back at the warning track.
Yeah, that she launched that sucker. That might have been gone in a different.
And I think that was the shot that kind of broke this game open at this point.
Yeah.
That's
you
an
see
error.
that
She's going to get 2 off of that.
The lead went from 3 to 7.
Oh, she almost had it. I thought she was about to get that out.
Right off the heel of her
They
glove.
did force her out at second, even though she had the error.
Keep moving, young lady.
Got to put that glove down. Got to get it
It
down.
looks like JCMS got to get a run or 2.
Yeah, they already got one, and here comes another one.
Oh, that's one of the top plays.
Look
She
how
slid
pumped up
in.
the coaches.
Yeah, fired up because they know that they're making a comeback right now. Get within 1 run and still got some to go.
Oh. So this should be a chance to tie at this point.
If not more. That's
I know at least 1 run score. She got a triple out of this, so she got 1 in.
should be 7-7.
So yeah, we're tied up. Oh, that ball got away from third base, and
That's pretty much the game winner right there.
That'll do.
Because they're going to get 1 more in.
I
But I
appreciate
believe
that.
that final score was 7-9.
Yeah,
This was
that'll do.
JCM. Yeah, this was their final. Oh, they even had a runner in scoring position.
sure
Yeah.
did.
Wow, what a close game.
So in the final softball contest for the JCMS Coyotes, they fall to Huber 7-9. But again, a great effort for them. This was a championship game, wasn't a regular season game. They went all the way to the championship. Again, salute to JCMS, to all the players, the coaches, and to the staff of the school.
All right, so
Well
let's get
said.
into what we got next. Benson versus Santan Charter semifinals.
Big time playoff game. We're in the semifinals.
Now, Dawson, I believe, is number 3, isn't he?
Number 9.
Number 9, okay.
Oh, that gets over his head, and
Yep.
Pop
Hey,
them.
capitalize on the mistakes.
they see, you know,
There's
hey,
another one.
Santan's
Oh, no.
having trouble fielding these bouncers. So, hey,
Yeah.
go ahead and hit it on the ground and let it take that 1 hop.
Absolutely.
So Benson already getting on the board here. Now they're in the field. Listen, great fielding play there.
Yep.
So this game was one that was very, very close. Benson's pitcher pitched like 6 2/3 innings, so he pretty much had a complete game in this one.
Yeah, Raleigh Evans.
I'd love to know what the
Got
score
the
is
force
right
at
here.
second. Oh,
Oop.
and then that one gets away,
Yep.
and the runner's gonna advance. Remember here, guys, Benson came into this tournament as the 7 seed, and I believe they're playing against, is this the 2 seed right now?
Probably.
So they're
Three.
the
The
3
three.
seed. So they were underdogs pretty much. Once they got out of the first round, they were underdogs. But they punched above their weight. Safe
Sacrifice
at the plate.
fly.
Love it.
Perfectly done.
The heat.
Got him.
Benson kids.
And that is the strikeout to clinch the game. That's going to send Benson to the state championship game.
All right.
Shout out to Byron Judd, who went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs in that game.
Boy.
Both career highs. In for hits anyway in the game. Gage Trejo also went 2 for 2, had a stolen base and a run. And you pointed out the pitching. I think he only gave up 2 runs. I think Dawson Jet 3, was it 3? But good Good job, Benson.
Yeah, great job. All right, so next up we've got Benson versus Scottsdale Christian in the state championship.
That's what comes next. This game was just, last night, wasn't it?
Last night, yep.
Kevin, you were on the call?
That's right. Great game right here. This game was a tough game. Benson's facing a really talented pitcher here, and as you can see, he got a lot. You'll see as the game goes on, this guy had very, very good movement with the ball, and he was very accurate and consistent.
Benson with the early lead, but then Scottsdale Christian takes...
Yeah, Benson had a really tough third inning. They gave up, I think it was five runs
right.
in this inning, and honestly, the runs came because of errors. They had a truckload of errors that really hurt the Bobcats, and it kind of opened this game up in a way that they didn't want it to happen.
Oh,
nice play right there by Byron Judd, reaching up again and then getting his toes down.
Great job.
Making the out right there at first, but at this point we're in the fifth. Benson's still trailing by 6 runs.
Yeah, that's tough.
This shot goes deep into the outfield, and you can see a little bit of communication issues with the fielders as the game went on. That was a great one. It hopped right. We thought that was going to get over, but it didn't. So now we drop into the 6th. That one drops in. This is going to bring in a run, I believe.
Yeah. 7-2.
Came way up from right field to make that catch. That's Dawson Judd at the plate late in the game. This is with 2 outs. So Judd makes this hit to keep the inning alive. However, Benson is not able to get the win in this game, and they fall in the state championship to Scottsdale Christian 7-3.
You know, a great season. We say it every time, but wow, Benson coming from little old Benson, Arizona, up to Phoenix to beat up on some of those kids. But, you know, Scottsdale Christian, great team, like we said.
And again, go ahead.
One thing of note, Scottsdale Christian was the 2 seed in this tournament. Their semifinal game was against the defending state champion, and they beat them 14-0. So Scottsdale Christian, probably the hottest team. No joke. They're the hottest team in 2A softball. They last night was their 16th game in a 16-game winning streak. So they came in white hot, and they were able to get the win. But again, hats off to Benson.
Absolutely.
You know, from playing in the regular season to being a team they went in as the 7th seed, and they played against the 3, the 5, and the 2. Great job for Benson. The 10, the 3, the 5, and the 2. So great job for Benson. Hats off to you guys. Had an amazing season. It was great to watch you guys play this year. Looking forward to see what you do next year.
Absolutely. Shout out to also even in that game, in the championship game, still a great performance. Like we said, if it wasn't for that 3rd inning in which they got those 5 runs, and you know how baseball is. If you get that type of lead in a baseball game, it changes the way the pitcher is going to pitch. It changes the way so much of the rest of the game, how it's going to be played. But still, Benson had at least 6 different players recorded a hit in this championship game. Dawson Judd went 2 for 3. With a run and an RBI. And, like you said, shout out to Benson for not just getting here in the playoff run, but for the entire season to represent Cochise County and kind of come from nowhere.
I think Kellen Deskins went 2 for 3 as well, if I remember correctly. But he had a good night at the plate.
And he had just a great playoff run.
He did.
Well, both of the Deskins brothers had great playoff and tournament runs. Great play. And that's what it takes to even get this far into the tournament. So hats off to them. Sorry if they fell a little bit short, but outside of Cochise County, nobody expected them to even be there in the first place. So you got to, give them a lot of love and credit for even getting that far and then playing with the pride that they did.
Absolutely. So now we've got the Titanic team, the Wilcox versus Mojave Accelerated State Championship game.
This game played Monday up at GCU, and right here you see it. This game was tied up into the 4th when Hattie McCumber went yard and opened up this game. This game was looking like a mirror match up until the 4th inning, where Hattie took it into her own hands and made this play that really set up the momentum for her squad.
You think they should have walked her? I'm surprised they pitched it to her. I mean,
They had already pitched to her a couple times already at this point, so I think they thought they had her figured out.
Yeah.
it was a low-scoring game. 0.
And
I
then
wouldn't
once she
take the
did
risk.
that, they started hitting the ball well.
Yeah.
Right here, Pando runs out this bunt.
Boy.
Great job by her. And Wilcox has done this all year. Once they get a little piece of momentum, they start hitting the ball and they start putting up runs. So now we're in the 6th.
Her running out that bunt was a huge play.
Yes,
I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, you can see how tight this game is. You know you're facing one of the best teams outside of yourself. I'm going to say Wilcox is the best team in 2A softball, but this is the other best team, and the other best player in the state is on the mound and at the plate.
And what we didn't talk about is Mojave Accelerated returned the favor. Their one run was a solo home run from their pitcher.
Wow, okay. So she lived up to her hype as well.
Yep, and here in the 7th, Hattie with the strikeout that secures the state championship for the Wilcox Cowgirls. They win with a final of 5-3. And I'm sure you'll probably talk about this next piece in a second. So I won't pull the rug from under you on that.
Well, no, I was just gonna say big plays, clutch plays. We talk about that bunt and run. That was a situation where I believe there was 2 outs.
Yes,
and they had a runner on third that ended up making the I think it was the go-ahead run at the time. If she gets thrown out there at first, none of that happens. Right. It's a tie game or something like that at that time. And like I said, you never know how momentum goes and how it changes the pitcher's mentality at everything, whether you're up or down or whatever. So that was a huge moment by somebody not named Hattie McCumber on this softball team that, it's a game-winning play, and you got to have that in these championship games.
Something else that you didn't see in that recap, but that was clutch, Gloria Encinas at third base. She was lockdown. She was like the Hoover vacuum. Anything that came over there, she made it disappear. Yep. Nothing was getting past her out there at third. She was locked in and focused. And so the players backing up their star player is kind of what secured this championship for them.
Big time, big time. So they win the 2A state championship over the number 2 seed Mojave Accelerated. I note that because Wilcox went into the tournament as the 5 seed. We all talked about how we thought that was a little, I don't want to say disrespectful, but just high for how good we thought they were.
Somebody made a mistake.
When you go in as a 5 seed, that meant they had to upset the number 1 seed before even getting into the state championship, in which they did. They beat Heritage Academy in the semifinals, and they finished the season with the overall record of 25-6.
It's ridiculous. That's a great number. I mean, and just not to get tired. That's 31 games, and to do that in a 2 or 3 months. Great job by those
ladies.
Marathon,
not a sprint.
It'd be great if we get the chance to talk to these.
It would be
athletes.
Something else of note, in this year's championships, the media kind of influenced the AIA to name MVPs. Who do you think was an MVP of the 2A state championship softball game?
I'm going to guess it had someone, her name started with an H.
Oh, it definitely was. It was Hattie the Heater McCumber, your MVP for a 2A. And so now she goes up into consideration for possibly the player of the year for the state. I believe she already was awarded the regional player of the year award as well. So she's collecting the hardware individually while her team also collects hardware. So hats off to the Wilcox Cowgirls. And it'd be great if you get to hear from them later in the show. It'd be nice.
Well, this week's game recaps are brought to you by Berean Academy. In Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, get ready for nonstop highlights, bold predictions, and everything you love about the game. We thank them. They're a great little school right around the corner, and they take great care of us. All right, so next up, we've got more games, don't we?
That's right. We got some other recaps. So we just showed you all the great stuff that happened on the diamond, but we got to go back to the track like we did last week. So we went over some highlights, or not highlights, but some recaps of some of the track and field stuff. We'll touch some of those again. We also want to make sure that we mention some athletes that we forgot to mention last week. So let's go ahead and get started. AIA championships ranked by division took place last week, and then the AIA Open was this past weekend. So in the division championships, Damian Chavez from Buena High School came in second, so that's a silver medal for him in the boys 3,200 meters for Division II. We told you last week that Destiny Toyota Villalobos in the 200 meter, she came in second place, .003 separation, and also she came in second in the 100 meter. She ran in the AIA Open this past weekend, and she ran in both the 1 and the 200. So in the Open, you're running against everybody. It's not just ranked by the size of your school. It's everybody, best of the best. Going up against the best in the state, Destiny placed. She placed fourth. So this sophomore player, the fourth fastest young lady in the state of Arizona. Amazing accomplishment for an athlete that young. She also placed fifth in the 200. We reminded you last week that Robert Carney of Tombstone won the state championship for Division V in the discus, 108 feet 9 inches. Also, Rayleigh Olson of Benson, she won the state championship in the 300-meter hurdles with a time of 46.21. And then from last week, Division V girls javelin was Camber Jaquez of St. David with a throw of 114 feet 5 inches. And then lastly, track and field, but not at the high school level, the Colonel Smith Panthers girls track team from Fort Huachuca won the Cochise Athletic Conference Championship. So hats off to all these amazing athletes and teams and competing for and winning championships or placing in championships.
Our local girls are absolute beasts.
What's in the water down here in Cochise County?
I don't know, but boy. All right, we've got the Prestige Remodeling Player of the Week up next. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we have some good nominees.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to let you all
That was a success.
choose who should be the actual Player of the Week because it's some good ones. When you have playoff, state championship baseball, playoff and state championship softball, you're going to need the best of your best performances, and some of these athletes did not disappoint.
Oh, my gosh. So first up, we've got Emma Hart versus Superior in the semifinal. She reached base at all 4 plate attempts, 2 stolen bases, 1 run scored. 5 different St. David players scored at least 1 hit, but great job by Emma Hart.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to the plate 4 times, you get on base 4 times. It's hard for you to play much better. And he also steals 2 bases in the process. So unfortunately, St. David failed to Superior in that semifinal game, but still hats off to Emma Hart and her performance in that game.
Great job, Emma.
All right. Next up, we've got Hattie McCumber in her championship in Wilcox's championship game. She is the championship game MVP, having pitched 7 complete innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned run, hit a solo home run to open up the game when they were stuck in the fourth. It was 0-0, and then went 2 for 3 at the plate. So incredible job by Hattie. Then finally we've got Byron Judd, and it was Benson versus Santan Charter. He went 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, 1 run, and then and he did it in a state championship game.
Or that was the semi-playoff game
to
advance them into the state championship game. So when you need to play your best, he definitely did so in that semifinal game. And what else can we say about Hattie McCumber? I mean, we kind of like gloss over some of these statistics, but the biggest one that stood out to me is opening the scoring up in the 4th inning with that home run. When I think of a state championship environment and intensity and that level of pressure in a game, and it's still scoreless into the 4th inning, and your ace or your best player, or the player that everybody wants to stand behind, is the one that steps up to the plate and knocks one out of the park and kind of opens the floodgate, so to speak, as far as the scoring. That's as like storybook ending or a story as you can make. So I got to give it up to Hattie McCumber, but also all the athletes, not just these 3 here, but the St. David, softball team, the Benson softball team. These are just kind of representatives of the team. Obviously, multiple players on these teams and coaches did a fine job to be this far into the playoffs.
Oh my gosh, I totally agree.
So we're going to do this one the same way we did our previous week. We're going to create a poll. We'll put the 3 players' names on the poll, and we will let you decide who will have the honor of being the Cool FM Player of the Week. So again, please, once the poll is posted, we're going to keep the poll open, I believe, until about Wednesday night, around 8 o'clock-ish, 8 p.m.-ish. And so get on there and get your votes in. Let's talk about it in the comments. If you think we left somebody out, put it in the comments.
I was just going to say that. I was going to say that it's a great place for you to reach out to us to let us know if we forgot somebody somehow. Like, we're only human. There's 3 of us today. Jared's not here. The big brain, the local.
If we missed somebody, it's Jared's fault.
It's Jared's fault. He should have been here. Come on.
I got your back, brother. Don't do my fellow lineman like that.
No, we love you, Jared.
You didn't block somebody, man. Stop.
You missed your blocking assignment.
All right. Well, so we're going to do the Prestige. Okay. So this week's Player of the Week was brought to you by Prestige Remodeling and Restoration of Sierra Vista. Prestige has pioneered a visionary approach that empowers exceptional service, reinvigorating the fundamental principles of customer-centric service. As a licensed general contractor, including plumbing, electrical, and they proudly cater to both commercial and residential needs. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. All right. Well, I stumbled through that one heartily enough. Tongue twisters and all. So next up, we've got Fyzical Balance Center sports news now.
Which we've been hyping up.
Yeah,
this Wilcox softball team.
We got a big one here. So do you want to set this up? How should we set this up? The girls came in and they were awesome. So they brought in their coaches, and we'll bring that up right now. Thank you. Hello and welcome. We'd like to welcome the Wilcox Cowgirls softball team after their state championship. They've done such a great job this year. And I'm just going to hand it off. Ladies, I would like you to introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Carly St. Clair. I was a catcher this year.
I'm Gloria Encinas, and I was a third baseman.
I'm Liliana Manhart, and I was left field.
I was Lily Williams, and I was first base.
I'm Hattie McCumber, and I was a pitcher.
I'm Isa Pondo, and I was the right fielder.
I'm Danelle Vandermeulen, and I was the second baseman.
So it was so great watching y'all play this year. I mean, this was one of my funnest experience so far working sports here in the county, watching your team play, seeing you guys. You dominated in some games, actually a lot of games. And I saw times where you had to fight. I saw times where each of you individually made plays. But I'm going to start with you, Janelle. What was it like being the leadoff hitter in all of these games? Like, what did you feel pressure from that? Or what is it like being the first one up to bat every time?
It was definitely nerve-wracking at first. You have to start things off and, get things going. But I accustomed to the pressure pretty quickly, and I think that I got used to it. And I did start us off sometimes, so it was fun actually, and getting it out the way was nice as well.
Probably helps to be incredibly fast too, right?
Speed is always good, right? The one thing you can't coach. So again, watch you guys playing a lot of games, but let's talk about the state championship game, right? Let's talk about the state championship tournament as a whole. So I'd like each of you to answer this. What's your favorite memory from the playoffs? And we'll start with that. What's your favorite memory from the playoffs?
I don't remember. Gloria, you go first. I don't
My favorite memory from the playoffs was whenever we were about to play Kingman, whenever we played Beauty and the Beast and we were all dancing, getting ready for the game. And I don't know, that was just like a bittersweet moment.
Kind of like hers, it was playing Ninja before the game and performing really well during the state championship game.
Mine was during the semifinals against Heritage Academy when we had to do good. We had to battle it out and actually dig deep. Yeah.
I think mine was Heritage too, because we had already lost to them in the preseason. So I think it was just coming back and winning that game and finally playing as a whole.
Mine was the drive to Kingman because it was such a long drive. And, like, we got to, like, bond with each other.
Mine was also Heritage just because, like, we had so much pressure on us and we had to, like, you know, fight for it because, like, we had already lost to them, like Hattie said. So it was a fun game as well.
So here's another one for you. In the championship game, you guys faced a really great pitcher. What was it like in each, for each of you facing her when you were, when she's throwing to you, and what was it like for you facing her when you're pitching to her?
I think that she was a good pitcher, but we've seen faster. That it wasn't something new for us, I think.
It probably helps to pitch against someone that's so good.
Yeah, I also think that I feel like since, I don't know, Hattie is a very good pitcher, and I feel like we've already seen her pitching, so I feel like we were already ready for that pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, we have a fast pitcher, they have a fast pitcher, and, like, the coaches teach us that if she pitches outside, which mostly she did, we go right side with it. So, I mean, we were ready for what she threw.
Yeah, what they said. We had a lot of preparation to go into that game. We would practice the day before about what the speed was, and we would just get ready for the next day.
I think it's just mental confidence. Like, we were working off the pitching machine really fast. I feel like just mental confidence that we knew that, like, we could do it, and then we have done it. And then for me, pitching to her, she's, like, leading the state in home runs. So, obviously, it's a little nerve-wracking, but just putting the ball where it needs to go.
It wasn't, like, that bad because we practiced it a lot. Yeah.
I think it was still, like, tough, like, at your first at-bat, like, going up against her. But honestly, like, we accustomed to her, and we did good, so.
So practicing against one of the best prepares you to face some of the best, sounds like. All right. So, Gloria, you had some really great plays at third in that game. Like, great plays at third. What did you do to prepare to kind of, what did you do to stay focused in that game?
Well, like my coaches always said, especially Mr. McCumber, he said always back up your pitcher. And because, Hattie's a really good pitcher, but they're still going to hit off of her, So that was always my mindset, was always be ready to back her up and just get in front of everything and stop everything.
Okay.
Well, you guys, when I watched you guys teed off on some teams, and I've seen you guys bat through so many times. When you guys do you guys get into the zone, or is it just a matter of just coming up to bat and just having fun? Do you guys prepare through these things, or is this just winging it?
I think it's a matter of both preparing and just going up to have fun. Having fun to win is what I think makes it the best.
I think it's also kind of both, because I feel like you have to prepare mentally to fail and to succeed. But I feel like if you think about it too much, then you will fail.
Yeah, I mean, like what they said, if you prepare to fail, then you're going to fail. But we prepare to succeed and win every time. So, I mean, yeah, it's easy. Not easy, but
It was both. We would prepare, so it was a lot of mental toughness, physical toughness, but at the end of the day, it was just fun.
I also agree. I do think it's both. Obviously, if you're not focused, you're not going to succeed. But if you are too focused, then you're thinking too much and you're probably going to fail, like they said. But, I think it's just a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Ditto.
You have to, prepare mentally because, that's where it starts. And then once you're, just in the game, you're just, having fun.
What they said. I think that it's both, you have to prepare, because if you don't, then you're not going to be ready. But, like Issa said, when you're in the game, you're just having fun.
So here's a funny question. Who's the funniest teammate? Who's the one that can make everybody laugh when we need to laugh?
It's Anel Arredondo. She is the funniest girl in the whole entire world, I think.
That's great.
So give us an example of something she did that like brought everybody up.
What's an example? Do you have a good example?
Against Morenci, we put her in the pinch run, and she ran the bases with her arms like straight back.
Like Naruto run?
Yeah, like the Naruto run. And then she chucked the catcher right after that, but that was one.
Yeah, Anel's a very funny girl.
I want to know if you guys have any rivalries with other teams. Like you have people on other teams who you're like, they're either really good or they frustrate you, or do you guys have any shout outs?
No more.
You don't have to say anything negative necessarily. But
I don't know why, but like Wilcox and Benson have always had a rivalry, and a little bit of Morenci as well.
Okay.
I think Wilcox and Morenci is the biggest rivalry. I think since I've been in high school.
Yeah, I think with all sports combined, it's Wilcox and Benson, but definitely like softball, it's Morenci, and Tombstone. There are definitely some things there too.
Yeah, as a school, it's Benson, but as a softball team, it's Tombstone and Morenci.
Yeah. I think for softball, I think Tombstone definitely, and I also think we had a really heated game with Safford.
Yes.
I don't really know why, but we did have a heated game with them. I don't know.
I think Bisbee, because they were really annoying. Like, I'm sorry. They were barking at us.
I think Wilcox and Tombstone have the biggest rivalry in softball, just because like we're both good teams, and and yeah, we like both have chances to beat each other, but I think we can beat Tombstone, so. And we have, so. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so your team is like a good mixture of like, younger players and upperclassmen. How many freshmen we got in the room right now?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand if you're a freshman. Okay, so 3. Any seniors right here with us now? Okay, so how many seniors on the team total? One. So is this the first and only state championship, you think? Or you guys think you'll be playing for more of these?
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
Okay, you'll be back for sure. Okay.
We got a really good group of girls coming in. I mean, I know a lot of people watch the Southern World Series, and we only have like 3 of those girls on the team right now. Mm-hmm. So all of those girls are coming up next year. So our team's going to be even stronger next year.
Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. So you're hearing it here first. They're going to come back reloaded, guys. Reloaded. I mean, already great, going to be even better.
All right, so we're going to have your head coach on here. So, ladies, thank you so much for coming on. And, of course, we've got to bring in the coaches from the Wilcox Cowgirls softball team. Now, I would like you guys to introduce yourselves, please.
Patrick McCumber.
John Vandermeulen.
Trevor Ward.
And so, guys, you help lead and teach and train these beautiful young ladies over here that did so good this year. What was one of the things that was a challenge for you guys? I mean, big scores that you made, but what was something that was challenging in prepping your team to be able to be successful?
The grind is a big challenge for us. We started our workouts with people that weren't in sports in November. Then the grind of March, of where we play 21 games in March. So the challenge, the grind, keeping the girls motivated and fresh and healthy. And, we did face some adversity, but, handled that adversity really well.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Trevor. I mean, just keeping the girls motivated to, show up every day and play hard and, not to get burnt out. You play a lot of games and, they're looking forward to winning a championship, but after so many games, I'm sure they want rather sometimes stay at home instead of going to practice. But keeping them motivated to practice hard and be ready for the championship at the end.
Mine's kind of along the same lines. It was the buy-in from the beginning, letting these girls know what we saw in them, that we saw a championship team from the get-go. When for so often in life you like, oh, we're gonna go have fun, we're gonna do this. Well, we're gonna have fun, but we're gonna have fun
in a winning mentality, and we're going to go out there and get some wins. And we have a shot at winning a state title. We believe that from the beginning of the year, and it was trying to get these girls bought into that as well.
How long have you been coaching, each of you? Just a question on that.
I've been coaching wrestling forever, about 20-some years. Softball, I got started with Little League Baseball and then softball for the past, I don't know, about 6 years for softball.
I started in Little League, coaching my oldest daughter. I would say, I don't know, over 16 years. And then I've been coaching, my youngest ever since she was 6 years old. So it's been a while.
I started coaching cowgirl softball in 2009. We were state runner-up. 2010, we were state champs. I was the assistant coach to Mike Patterson, who's one of our assistant coaches now. Fun fact, we kind of swapped he's the assistant. We won the state championship. We beat Benson 5-3 in that game, and we wore white. So it kind of all lined up for us. But I took a few years off to coach my son in baseball and football, and then I picked it back up. I've been the head coach 6 years now.
I talked about it during the broadcast of your game about the fact that you wore white. Because it was 112 degrees out there that day at the first pitch, do you think that gave you an advantage or not?
Oh, white was the color we needed to wear. 115 degrees, I think, at game time. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the infield was dirt, but the rest of the field was artificial turf, so it's radiating heat. And I think you could see it on the girl that pitched for the other team.
Yes.
And, I mean, it was tough for everybody out there. So, but, yeah, white was the right color for us to wear for sure.
So we talk to a lot of coaches, and they usually have a theme that they kind of have as the running mantra throughout the season. Did you guys have one, and if you did, what was it?
You guys think of a theme we had? I mean, it was the buy-in, like Coach Patrick says. Buy-in, trust in yourselves. That's my phone messing up.
All right. Keep going.
But yeah, I mean, and work hard. Go to practice to get, not to get through practice, but to get better, right? And we tried to do that every practice. Towards the end of the season, coaches got together and made some great suggestions, and let's change up practice, not so monotonous. And we changed a bunch of things up, and I think it made it better for us.
So Monday night, you and your team and your staff became champions. Tuesday, sometimes they say that makes you a target now. Everybody's looking up at two-way. They're looking up at you all. What should your fans and our audience expect from Wilcox softball going into 2027?
Well, the future is bright. As Hattie mentioned, you got the rest of the girls coming up. The future is bright. They got to have the buy-in still, right? It's easy to say you want to be a champion, but you got to work. You got to work to stay on top. And we're going to have a target on our back. There's no doubt about that. Anybody else have an opinion on that?
Oh, no, you said it. You got anything?
Oh, I just agree. The buy-in, and hopefully these girls buy in and understand that you can't be complacent. You can't be like, we're the champions, we're the best, we're mostly coming back. Other people are coming in there trying to raise their level to kind of get to you. So hopefully these girls see that, one, the other teams are coming for us, and two, there's a great group of 8th graders that are going to be freshmen next year. These girls need to be put in the work this summer because it's going to be wide open next year on who's playing where. So we're excited about that. It's good, bad problem to have.
Yeah, good trouble. You had
I don't know if you have any more questions, but I just wanted to thank my coaching staff. I ran into a little bit of health issues, and they picked up the slack huge for us while I was gone. And it's funny because we walk through a line when we shake hands, and when we won the state championship, their coach is like, "Man, coach, how many coaches do you have?" Well, I think my coaching staff is the best in the state.
And that's why you guys brought home the hardware, because y'all the best in the state. So, Coach, I want to thank you for access you gave us to the team this year, and just the relationship that you and I formed. Just talking about ball. And again, congrats on you guys winning the state championship. I mean, you set your eyes on that. Everybody wants this at the end of the year, but only one team gets to bring it home, and you guys did it. Last question: what does it mean to the town of Wilcox for their team to be the best softball team in the state?
Well, we were talking earlier. We were talking about how Wilcox travels well.
Yes, they do.
I went and watched semifinal 5A school play. We traveled better than a 5A school did. We had more fans at the state championship game, and that's all the way in Phoenix. So for the community and the whole surrounding community, all the way to San Simon de Bowie, it's a great honor.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here you go, the coaching staff of the state champion Wilcox Cowgirls softball team. Thanks for being on, guys. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys.
And that was the interview of the Wilcox Cowgirls and their state championship. They had their nice trophy here. That was pretty cool. They let me lift it up. I didn't drop it.
Very cool. Very cool.
It's the size. It's like a
Yeah,
legit.
it's like a regular glove. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And one thing that's going to be really cool, the town of Wilcox, I think tomorrow is hosting a parade for these young ladies and their coaches for winning the state championship.
We should get video of that.
Love to see the town behind the players like that. That's just awesome support. So again, congrats to the Wilcox Cowgirls. Congrats to Wilcox High School. Congrats to Wilcox, Arizona as a town.
Absolutely. All right. So next up, we've got this week's local sports news is brought to you by Fyzical Balance Center. Fyzical Balance Center is much more than your typical physical therapy clinic. At Physical Therapy and Balance Centers, they focus on improving your quality of life by using a holistic, whole-body approach to connect your diagnosis with a customized plan of care. Opened by Dr. Tap DeWong of Tap Into Wellness, love your life with Dr. Tap at Physical Balance Center in Sierra Vista. Go and check them out. They are fantastic folks. So now we've got the Vista Pros heating and cooling buzzer beaters. Oh boy, it's been a week.
It has been a week.
Man.
It's been a week.
Oh my gosh, I've got
Championship
notes.
week. I'm going to keep saying that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I've got some NBA stuff. If you don't hit the NBA stuff, I
will,
expect
but
that you will.
I'm very basic. I'm going to be surface level. So I'm ready to discuss whatever NBA stuff you want.
So y'all talked about it being championship week, but in baseball, it was interleague play / rivalry week.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that now. All right, so we got to see some matchups that we don't normally get to see, like Kansas City St. Louis, Baltimore versus the Washington Nationals, the Yankees and the Mets Subway Series,
I love that.
Toronto and Detroit, the battle for the Windsor Tunnel, right? How about Philadelphia and Pittsburgh and that scoreboard thing? I won't say what it is, but if you know what I'm talking about, it's funny. Chicago Cubs versus the White Sox, the Dodgers versus the Angels, the Diamondbacks versus the Rockies. A lot of great matchups. There's probably 5 more. I'm not going to read them because I'm going to run out of time. Let me give you some of the strikeout leaders in MLB. We talked about strikeouts with our young pitchers. Let's talk about the guys in the show. Strikeout leaders in MLB right now. Richie Mizorowski, I probably pronounced that wrong, 80 strikeouts for the A's. Christopher Sanchez tied with 80 strikeouts for the Phillies. And Dylan Cease with the Blue Jays with 75. So a lot of great stuff going to baseball. Already these guys had these number of strikeouts already through the season.
And these are, I mean, I know I'm just a casual baseball fan, but those pitchers with the strikeouts are not household names to me. So
they will be. They keep getting guys out like that. They will be.
Apparently. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, Skeen's the only name that I know as far as pitchers go. Well, and Ohtani, of course, but he's everything.
But yeah, I was.
But it's just a cool week in baseball because, like, if you have two teams that play in the same state, but one's American League, one's National League.
I love it so much.
They get to match up. So that was a really cool thing this week. Just a bunch of those kind of games, like the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers.
Who did the Mariners match up with?
The Mariners matched up against the Padres.
I love, that's my
Mariners
favorite.
Padres.
When I lived in San Diego, I used to go watch the Mariners play them in the interleague games. Oh, that was fun.
The Miami Marlins played against the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, again, a bunch of these great matchups. So
I love that.
It's a fun time in baseball because, again, the way the schedule's done, you don't see these teams play each other all the time. They're not in the same divisions. So, yeah, fun time.
They used to have rules that were completely different.
Yes. Yeah. Back in the day, the American League and the National League was like two different leagues in baseball.
So different.
I mean, they were actually. I mean, historically speaking, they were two separate professional ball leagues that merged to create Major League Baseball. But up until like the 2000s, they kind of operated as separate entities.
Oh, I love the history. Thank you so much. All right, Dennis.
Yeah.
Is it NBA
I'm
time?
gonna go basketball in spirit of championship week. We're talking NBA playoffs still. I'll give you an update. In the East, okay, the Knicks dominated the Sixers. They won 4-0 in a sweep. It's kind of surprising to me. I thought the Sixers were gonna put up a bigger fight than that. Didn't know the Knicks were that good. Game 7 tonight of the Pistons and Cavaliers. That's Game 7 is
watching that.
really good at all times. I'm kind of hoping the Pistons win. I'm thinking that they will. But let's go to the West. The Thunder are rolling, and they're still undefeated. They just swept the Lakers. I talked about them last week about being the most complete team in the NBA and a team that people should watch a little bit more. They seem to be doing it the right way. They will be taking on the Spurs as they advance past Ant-Man and the Timberwolves. They won that series 4-2. Wemby's looking like the alien that he is. I'll say overall vibe, I'm going to say Oklahoma City and the Knicks are looking like the teams to beat as far as conference. They're going to probably meet in the finals. But I am looking forward to this Thunder-Spurs series. It's going to be the most entertaining. To me, that is the finals.
It is. Absolutely. That's what I was going to talk about.
You got the league MVP versus who's probably going to be the league MVP. Both are surrounded by great coaching, great players, great roster,
they
great
announced
system.
it is what I was going to say is they announced the MVP.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I said that he got the league MVP versus the guy that is going to be the league MVP in the future. Maybe feel some way about not winning it this year, maybe even. I don't know.
I got a question for you, Coach. What's your thoughts on that Anthony Edwards handshake with the whole Spurs team with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
I had a comment in here, but I knew it wouldn't fit in my buzzer beater, because I was gonna say something to the effect of the Spurs get by Ant-Man, and Ant's congratulating them with 8 minutes left in the game, but I don't know. I think Anthony Edwards has done so much as a player to prove himself and his brand as being someone who kind of like moves at the beat of his own drum and is comfortable in his own skin. So I don't have any problem with it because I feel like he's a competitor, and I don't think it is a knock on his competitive edge. So I think some players would do that and it would rub me the wrong way. Probably not him though. Like, I'll ask you because it's come up with this, and what we're talking about is Anthony Edwards was congratulating some of the Spurs players while there was like 8 or 9 minutes still left in the game.
Yeah.
Of course, they were in Ant-Man's situation, they were losing by like 20 plus points. So, and it was the game clinching game, so they knew they were going to be out. But the question has been asked, would Wemby have done that if the roles were reversed? And you say probably not.
I don't think he would have done
because
that.
he's the different. But again, the reason why we say probably not is because we know the competitive nature of Wembanyama.
Right.
So I feel like if the situation was reversed and he did that, I would give him a pass. Just like I'm giving Anthony Edwards a pass because I know it's not, you're not trolling, as the kid would say. You're not trying to show up your organization or your team. You're not trying to make a statement or anything. You're legitimately just saying, hey, y'all got it. I'm just telling y'all good game now because I'm not going to want to see y'all after this. I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
You got it. And I think he's already proved that he's a high-level competitor and he's not going to be soft when it comes to competition. So I give him a little bit of leeway, but that's just my opinion.
I can see that.
What do you think?
I hate to say
If
it,
you're a
guys.
teammate, you don't like it, right?
I don't like it. And the reason why is I believe that when you're the best player on the team, you're a leader, you send a certain message where everybody's looking at you. And I understand you giving that explanation. It adds something to the picture. But I think that if we go down fighting. Yeah. Kind of how the Benson Bobcats went down swinging last night, right? If you go down fighting, and so we can shake hands after the game. And then we can just walk to the locker room and we don't have to do media or we don't have to talk about it, but let's fight until it's zeros across the clock.
I love that.
They know they won the game. Yes, we know we probably going to lose. If it's 8 minutes left and we down by 25, we're probably not going to win. But let's continue to play and we can be, but you said, would Wemby have done it? I say Wemby wouldn't have done it, and here's why.
Yeah.
American players now, everybody's friends.
Yeah.
That chippiness that we had in the 90s and 80s isn't there anymore, right?
Right.
But Wemby is not an American player.
Right.
He's an overseas player, and he's been roughed up
Yeah.
by a lot of guys in the league. So
All those European guys are nasty,
yes,
man.
and I'm sure that he's playing with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. So the nastiness, the unfriendliness, the competitive nature is probably a little higher in him because he's an outsider to the game in the States. And so I don't think that he would have been as friendly because of his outsider status at this point.
Correct. And I feel you. And that's why the point I was making, I think when it comes to Anthony Edwards is the things that you said about Wemby, you could also say about Anthony Edwards.
Good.
If before this actually happened, and if I would have told you, hey, there's going to be 8 minutes left in the game, and somebody on Minnesota is going to go over there and congratulate the players and basically quit early. I don't know if you want to concede. You would have went down the roster, and Anthony Edwards would have been the last one that we would have thought to do that. That's why I said it was kind of outside of his norm. I still think
they
he's
were
that.
down by 30-something.
Anthony, who do you think talks more trash in a game?
Oh,
Anthony Edwards or Wembanyama?
Anthony Edwards.
He's kind of friendly with guys, but kind of not. Like he's not trying to be overly friendly with people. So that's why I said I'll give him a pass because he's not really like that. So. But I agree. If I'm on his team, I'm like, hey, bro, we're still.
Hey, man, come on, man. Like, we can be cool after the game over.
You got to have unrealistic expectations. I'm like, hey, we can still hit like 4 threes in a row and get a couple stops.
Right.
It's happened before, dude. I've seen Reggie Miller. Like I saw that. I saw that on TV when that was live. That was pretty
Killer
ridiculous, dude. All right, I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. Okay, the NFL schedule came out on May 14th, and they're saying that Arizona Cardinals might have had the toughest schedule according to a lot of opinions, but I don't know, honestly. So week 1, we've got Chiefs versus Broncos, and everybody's pissed about it. I don't get it. One thing, Rodgers resigns with the Steelers. Great news for them. Now, Mendoza and Cousins might have just become best friends. Did you see that? The picture? They got the stepbrothers picture where one stand behind the other, kind of like brothers. It was fantastic. It makes me want to be it makes me love the Raider fans a little bit. Neighbors had a second knee injury. So Malik Neighbors, second knee injury in 1 year. Adrian Peterson is joining the Vikings Ring of Honor. That was just announced. And Charles Woodson Jr. commits to Michigan.
Hey, legacy.
Yep. And he might have been the greatest defensive player of all time. Like in college football, when you talk about like a guy that wins the Heisman from the defense, I mean, he picked off balls, he tackled everybody. I remember they beat Ryan Leaf.
Kick and punt returner too?
That's why he won the Heisman. I mean, he won the Heisman because he was a great defensive player, but I don't think he would have been recognized if he didn't do things with the football. Yeah.
So
he was so awesome.
I do this thing all the time where people say, a lot of people default to Deion Sanders as the best corner, right? And it's
not me.
A solid argument to make. However, I like to say who's the best defensive back of all time.
I like
and whenever I had that conversation, then the first name I say is always Charles Woodson.
Wow.
A Pro Bowler at safety and at corner.
See, that's the way I look at Ronnie Lott.
I can't argue with that.
That's another guy. Or how about Rod Woodson, another guy that was a Pro Bowler.
All three of those guys. Ronnie Lott was all-pro and Charles Woodson. Both those guys were all-pro at both positions, which I think is just...
I think Deion was more influential and...
Absolutely.
Trendsetter in the game, more star power. Not that Charles Woodson didn't, because he was... Dude, he was that dude.
I'd rather have Charles Woodson on my team any day of the week. Like you said,
if you need a defensive back that can play multiple positions,
everything,
super high IQ player. Not that Deion wasn't, but I think Deion was so speed and
athletic reliant,
and actually had a weakness to his game, which was tackling. But Charles Woodson had no weakness.
Nope.
So
caught the ball better than just about anybody. But so did Deion.
But to hear that his son is following his dad's footsteps to go play up in Michigan, that's got to be pretty cool. If you hear, I know he's happy about that. That's pretty cool.
Michigan gets a lot of they get a lot of those recurring
generational.
Yeah,
they are a blue blood of college football. We talked about this before. They're one of those programs.
Yeah,
they got a lot of ex-NFL dads
Yeah, for sure.
walking around, So
A lot of great players come through those programs.
Well, you also got on the point that Shea won the MVP, so that was the only thing that I was gonna help
Shout
you
out
with,
to
but
SGA.
you got that one. Okay, so now we've got the Vista Pros. Where are we at? We're at we
Trivia.
yes, Vista Pros heating and cooling. Just like your favorite teams, they believe in preparation, performance, and showing up for their community. Vista Pros, local, reliable, and professional. Now, last we have seniors helping seniors trivia. Oh my gosh, this is getting brutal. Cody's over here just laughing. For podcasts, is the only name for a producer Cody? Because I listen to every podcast and almost every one of the producers' name is Cody. I swear.
It's like
I swear
always.
it. No,
Our
I've
producer
seen
Cody
Special
over
Yeah, everyone's
technical
like-
gifts when your name is Cody. It's just something happens. It's special.
Yeah, it's like an ID. He is our Cody. Anyway, all right, let's see what this trivia is. All right, in the NBA, this season, how many sweeps have there been in the NBA playoffs? Oh gosh. Boy. Okay.
Think.
Sweeps. Okay, we
We don't have
just
to name the teams, do we? Oh, we do? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
My pen works. There we go.
I can't think of that other one, but I got these ones.
Yeah, I got two. Oh, first round, right?
Yeah, it counts too.
Okay.
Why can't I think of? Why can't I think of them? Oh yeah, it did. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah.
All right. So I think
I just forgot about that.
I
I've only got three. Yeah. Yep. OKC, New York, and Minnesota, right? Am I wrong on that?
OKC
yeah,
swept
two.
the Lakers, and then they swept who they play in the first round.
The Suns
And then the Knicks swept the Sixers.
Sixers.
So I said three.
Three.
I got three.
That's
But
the three I got.
did I get the wrong three?
You got 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I got 2 out of 3. Shoot.
Got it.
Nice job, guys. Thunder got 2 of them. Shoot, that's the trick.
Yeah, the Thunder have not lost
in the playoffs.
Boy.
The Thunder have not lost yet. But it's also interesting, and I didn't have time to say this in my buzzer beater. The Thunder haven't lost yet in the playoffs, but the Spurs are the only team that have a winning record on them in the regular season.
I love it. Perfect.
That means the Western Conference Finals about to be like that.
It is the finals.
We really should just celebrate the Western Conference.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Because the
been
NBA
hitting it
Finals
since I've been
might
a
be a
kid.
sweep.
It used to be like that in the
I just
90s. That was the terrible thing, was that you had these teams in the Western Conference that were so incredible, and then you had 3 teams that were terrible, and they always got the best draft picks because the Eastern Conference was like stuck in the middle. None of them
Mike
had
left.
You don't want to be in the middle. You want to be either good or bad.
Exactly. And the Western Conference was full of the worst teams and the best teams. All right, Cody, sorry about that. In the NBA, in the last decade, how many sweeps have there been in the NBA Conference Finals? Good Lord. Okay.
Conference Finals? Oh, this is going to be, wait.
Ooh.
Okay.
In the last decade, so going back to 2016.
So it's just a number. We don't have to name anything. Okay.
Well, you get an extra point if you name.
Oh, jeez.
Shot in the dark.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that number. Don't ask me the teams, though.
Yeah. And
Conference Finals.
That's tough, though, because they usually,
Yeah, conference.
you have a lot of gentlemen's
You have
sweeps
to.
sometimes.
Yeah, most if you're gonna dominate in the conference finals, it's a
Yeah, you probably get a
gentleman's sweep.
4-1. So you know what?
What I'm thinking is you got to think of those times where, like more recently, where the star player got hurt on one of the teams.
I'm gonna stick with that answer.
I've only got 3.
I say
I mean,
two.
I've got
I got
5.
2,
I've got
and I'm
5.
not
Say
even sure
two.
who the teams are.
I said 5 sweeps, and I have 3 teams. How many is it?
He said a max of 4 answers, so that might
Oh,
be
shoot. I
That
only
might
got
be
3
that
more.
might be the answer.
I got OKC, Bucks, and Denver.
So I think we all got answers. Yep.
I got 2.
I said 2,
He got,
but I think we know what it is now.
Yeah, I put
So
5.
4. The Warriors did it twice.
I got the Nuggets, but that's all.
See,
Warriors versus
They did
Trailblazers.
sweep the Pacers last. That's right. That 2 years ago.
Yeah, but should the Blazers have been in that conference finals? God, that was just at COVID.
Yeah.
That was the stupidest year.
LeBron and AD did get swept by the
That's
Nuggets.
right. I remember everybody yelling about that.
Jeez. Well,
All
I
right,
only got the Denver one.
All right, we got one more, right?
All right.
No.
In the last decade, how many sweeps have there been in the NBA Finals? Are you kidding me? Okay, in the last decade. Just need the number.
I got my answer.
Okay.
Sweeps in the finals? I don't think there's been one in this decade, bro. Like, the last time a sweep was in the finals was like...
Here's when the little conspiracy theorist in me comes out. It's too much money to be made for a series to be over in 4 games. NBA ain't having it. It's at least got to be 5.
Well,
We're
you
not
at least
doing
gotta
five.
have-
My guess.
Actually, they like 6. You know, you lose 4-2.
My guess is 3, Cody.
I say 0.
I say 0 too.
1? Yeah, Golden State, I knew it.
Oh, that's the year.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
LeBron,
When
everybody
I got
And I
hurt.
kept saying it's someone.
And
Everybody
everybody
got
got
hurt.
hurt.
Gets hurt. Yeah, the year after that. No, wait.
So
The
none
year
of us
after
got that one
Nope.
right. I knew it was that team, though.
Jeez.
That Warriors dynasty, man, they was just... They
Dude,
were like
I was
that.
living in San Francisco at the time. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It was so much fun. I would go
bet.
to the gym and then I would go to the bar and we would just watch basketball all night. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Steph Curry was like the...
He was the next
A
coming.
legend for-
See, that's the thing is Monte Ellis. I always tell people Monte Ellis was an all-star and they traded him for Andrew Bogut. And I always, I've never liked Monte Ellis's game. And that's, the score first point
He was
guard.
a good
blah-
player, but
He
not
was,
as good
but
as
he's a-
Steph or by far. But
Right. They traded him for the right
they were
guy.
able to get to the next level because the Warriors did have a stint where they were good with Baron Davis.
Yeah, right
We
before
believe
that.
Warriors.
Right
The
before
We Believe Warriors.
Yeah, right before the Curry Warriors.
Yeah.
That's the Jack and God, it was my boy name, man. All the smoke.
Oh yeah, Steven Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh, boy, I
Steven,
love that guy,
and,
Stevens.
Matt Barnes.
yeah.
Oh gosh, another guy I liked
believe
watching
Warriors.
play. See, those guys could play defense with
Yeah.
Kobe sometimes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
those are the. All right. Well, that's it for this week's Cool FM Live Sports Show, brought to you by Seniors Helping Seniors, with supporting sponsors Vista Pros Heating and Cooling, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Berean Academy, and Fyzical Balance Center. These folks are great supporters of local athletes and families. Check them out and recommend them to all your friends and family. Guys, anything else before we get out of here?
No, just one more shout out to and congrats to the Wilcox Cowgirls softball team
Awesome.
being state champions this week. It was a pleasure having them here on the show and rooting for them. I hear they're going to be having a parade in Wilcox soon. So just shout out to them.
All
And
right.
I'll give a shout out to the Benson Bobcats baseball team, 2A runner-up. So both teams from Cochise County went into a state championship game, and they came home with some hardware. So congratulations to both teams, and thanks for representing the county well.
Oh man, they both did such a great job. All right, thank you guys. So we got Kevin on the far side, Kevin Lassiter, Dennis Baker. My name is Jon Berger. We're out of here. Have a great week. God bless you all.